Participating in an incubation or acceleration program can also be a source of fun. This is best for tech startups. So if you are starting a tech startup, please go ahead and try to apply for this. It is good for seed to early stage business. Let's say that you only have an idea for your business. So they support businesses from the idea stage all the way to prototype stage and more. They can be selective in the type of industry or the stage of business, or even from where you're from. As far as I know, my company was entered into an acceleration program in my country where they actually offer investment, but in return, you have to give equity back. What the source of support that they actually offer comes in the form of like market access, mentorship, and more. And usually, Accelerator program, it will end with a demo day. That is when you get to pitch to a bunch of investors that they invited to a function that you, in the hope that you will raise some funds from these people. So what's the difference between an incubator and an accelerator? Incubator generally is longer term. So you join an incubator for say from 6 months to a year. In an incubation program, they actually help you and hone you to be an entrepreneur. So they're not just so focused into your business, they actually provide training, they provide tutorials, mentorship, free office space, and a lot more. The purpose of an acceleration program is to accelerate your business. So usually it's very short. It can be as short as say 2 months, 3 months, to longest is probably 6 months long. During that program, you're supposed to fast move your business in order to get from one stage to another. Say if you're just on an idea stage, they want you to build that prototype based on that idea. By the end of the acceleration program, you're supposed to pitch to some very early stage investors in the hope that they will want to invest in you. That's what acceleration program is about. So there are a lot of acceleration and incubation programs around the world. They usually focus on tech startups because these tech startups could scale rapidly. They want to help high growth businesses which could scale or grow very fast, like exponentially. So I'm sure probably in your country, there are some incubator or accelerator programs. So what you need to do is you need to find out by Googling perhaps from your friends, and you need to read the requirements and the criteria carefully. Make sure that you know when is the submission dates. And you must prepare to surrender some equity of your business. Some incubator may or may not take equity. Also, for some accelerators, really depends on them. Now, usually they'll give you some kind of seed money in return of that equity. As far as I can tell, most accelerators and incubators tend to be very generous and very lenient, and they usually take a small percentage of your equity. So again, you have to go through the entire process to be approved and to join the program. So there's this application process, selection process, approval, but usually the entire process takes shorter time than a government grant. As you know, government grants tend to cover the entire country, so they will have more applicants that apply, hence there are more paperwork that they have to go through, therefore they take a longer time. Accelerator and incubator are usually very focused. They only focus on selective companies, selective industry, or startups. Hence, they are usually faster. And also remember that you need to prepare to pitch. Practice your pitching. Make sure you are able to convey your business in the most simplest and concise way possible. That's when they will learn about your business, and that's when they will decide whether you should or should not be inside their program. And last but not least, if you failed, don't give up. Remember to ask why they failed you, why you didn't make it to the program. With that feedback, learn from it, and again, apply for it again next time, because they always have intakes going on every year. Remember that. Don't give up. Try again for the next intake. Let's look at some examples of incubators and accelerators around the world. Let's start with the US. Now, you may have heard of Y Combinator. At ycombinator.com, you see more information about this. Probably the most popular and the most successful accelerator in the world. They actually accelerated companies like Airbnb, Dropbox, Stripe, and the list pretty much goes on. But however, to apply for Y Combinator is never that easy. As you know, people or startups around the world want to be part of their program. But if you want to try it, go ahead and try apply here by clicking this apply button here. How about Incubator? There's one popular incubator in the US called ideallab.com. This is their homepage. And these are the companies they actually incubated. For example, we might know of Picasa here, Overture, and a lot more. They're actually based in California. Let's look at Google Launchpad Accelerators. This is a program or an acceleration initiative by Google themselves to create startups. The program is listed here, and in fact, they don't take equity if you are selected to join their program. But the problem is they're only limited in specific areas or regions such as Africa, India, Tokyo, Sao Paulo, and Israel. Next, let's look at Europe. If you go to this website under alpha-gamma.eu/entrepreneurship/best startup accelerator programs Europe, you will see this page which actually lists down all the acceleration programs that you can find around Europe over here. So you can see the name of the program, the location, as in the country, the investment that they offer, duration, and the upcoming deadlines here. So if you want to travel to Europe to be accelerated, you can always apply it here. Next, let's look at another Europe acceleration website called acceleratorassembly.eu. This is a website which is part of the European Commission network, where you can actually find out all the acceleration programs that are available in European countries. How about in South Korea, which is where I'm located right now? This is a program, an incubation program by the Seoul government, where they're encouraging global entrepreneurs to start their startup in Seoul. Their incubation program is actually called Resident Membership Program over here, where they actually offer some seed money, which is up to 10 million won. 10 million won is around $10,000 US dollars. They also offer you free office space, in-house mentoring, co-working cafes, entrepreneurial education program, and a lot more. In fact, sometimes I actually join their workshops. So you can check out this website if you want to start your startup in Korea. To apply for this program, you can go to seoulgsc.com/program/resident-membership. Let's look at other accelerators in Korea. Another one is DAF Korea at dafkorea.vc/accelerator, and you'll see this page here. They run their acceleration programs at 2 cities, one at New York and one at Seoul. It's a 3-month long program, as stated here, and you can find out more information on this website yourself. How about the next one? We have another one in Korea called sparklabs.co.kr, and they're running a global startup acceleration program here. Another popular acceleration program is called K-Startup Grand Challenge here, and these are the recent winners from 2017. You can also apply it because they're encouraging foreign startups to come to Korea to start your companies. If you're looking to find acceleration programs or incubation programs around the world, here are a few tips. First, of course, you can always ask Mr. Google. The easiest way to do that is to search for keywords like acceleration program Paris. So Paris will be the place where you want to join the program. So you get results like this, which is pretty a lot. Now, other easier way for you to find acceleration programs around the world is to go to f6s.com/programs, and you will find a list of accelerators, events, and startup competition listed down here. So here is the current list I can see here. So there are a lot of programs around the world, from UK to Africa to US, even at Indonesia, and a lot more. So make sure you sign up on f6s.com and check out all these programs here. The other website that you can find startup programs is actually unoodle. Go to unoodle.com, and if you're logged in and go under the programs page, or just go to platform.noodle.com/competition, you will see a page like this, and it actually lists down all the startup competition, acceleration program, incubation, and a lot more happening around the world. You can just click on one of this and you can apply for it. So it shows you the launch date and the deadline date, and click on this button here to apply. Another website that you can check out is gust.com. Now, gust.com has been around for many years. In fact, it is still one of the most used startup platform in the world. Now, you can come here and you see that if you go down and under accelerators box here, click on search accelerators, you'll find the list of acceleration programs happening around the world, such as this one, a pitch competition program in Africa, post accelerator program over here in Florida, and a lot more. So if I were you, I'll use these 4 areas to find the acceleration and incubation programs that is more suited for my startup.